Lovely to see you, Charles. Bonsoir. Good to see you, and Carlos. It is. It very much is. I'll let Carlos come in alongside you because it's nice to have the two of you together. Good to see you, Carlos. And may I first congratulate you on how well you look tonight. You scrubbed up well.
Well, thank you. We got ready for hours for this walk. So no. I mean, Ferrari has done an amazing job in doing this. Custom-made tuxedo for us, which we are really happy and proud to be wearing tonight. And we are also extremely excited about the movie tonight. I'm going to be completely honest, I hadn't watched Gladiator 1 until 4 or 5 days ago.
You read any survey of sportsmen's favourite films, Gladiator's always near the top. I mean, what is so special to a sportsman, the first film, and hopefully this one too?
For me, Gladiator 1 is a legendary movie that I watched, obviously, when I was a kid. And then I think I must have watched them 3 or 4 other times. And then when I watched it again 2 or 3 days ago to remind myself a bit about the movie before coming here, just makes you realize what a good piece of film it is. And yeah, keen to see what happens in number 2 and if they can do as good a job as that.
Fair enough. I know Paul Mescal was out with you in Austin. How useful was that? And he, I think, has been a sportsman himself, so he tries to draw on his maybe time as a sportsman in this particular role.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he's such a nice, humble and simple guy, and we've had a great time with him, and it was amazing. He shared a little bit of his experience on what it is to be on set on such a great movie and how impressive it was. So yeah, we don't know much about it. We didn't ask too many questions because we still want to be surprised tonight. But yeah, we are super excited to be here.
I mean, I hear you drivers talk about yourselves as gladiators, and there's more than just the combat. There's the camaraderie between you and the understanding of what it's like to take the risk. Is that part of being the kind of gladiators you are?
Yeah, but putting things into perspective, I'm very glad I was not a gladiator. I'm very happy to live in the time we live and not having to do those kind of things for the show and just do the racing that we do for the show and obviously for the sport, no? But yeah, obviously we also take our own risks. It is also a risky sport, but gladiators, I think, we're made of a different pace.
What do you think about that? I mean, there is risk in F1. There is a bit of danger there. Maybe Paul could understand that when he was with you.
Yeah, I mean, as Carlos said, I think I kind of agree with him. It puts everything into perspective. I think back then it was obviously they were encountering a lot more risk than we did today, but it's still a pretty risky sport what we do, and we still need sometimes to be brave enough to do some corners at the highest possible speed. But we also do that since we are kids, and we love what we do foremost.
Or Brazil was risky.
Well, listen, it's coming towards the end of the year. This sort of backdrop's a little bit like Caesar's Palace, which is where you're heading to next. Maybe I'll come to you. Maybe that track owes you one, Carlos, after last year. Is that what you're thinking?
It's a good point, yeah. I saw a joke in social media that they had named that backstraight out of my name, but it's actually not true. They should have probably, but I'm joking. But yeah, hopefully Vegas owes us one. Last year also, I think you could have won the race. Obviously me, I was penalized. I'm fairly penalized for something out of our own fault, and it probably cost us also the constructors, between the constructors also back then. So hopefully Vegas have something good waiting for us.
Yeah, people will look at how you did last year and how you're doing at the moment, and maybe make Ferrari favourites for Las Vegas. What do you think?
I think on paper it's a track where we should be performing well. However, the fact that we have improved a lot on tyre management this year probably means that on a track where it's so cold, it's going to be difficult to put the tyres in the right window. But on paper, it still looks positive. Maybe not as positive as last year, but still seeing how everything is so close, I believe we'll have a shot to win it.
Is this kind of build-up for Vegas? You're getting in this sort of glamour mode before you go. It is a different event in that regard.
Definitely. I mean, it's great to see the energy, and the environment is very different to what we are used to normally, but it gets quite close to what we'll experience in Vegas in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's an unusual event. There was a bit of style over substance, but there's substance there too, isn't there?
Yeah, no, it's always good, to have these sort of collaborations like Ferrari style has had with Paramount Pictures here, and yeah, enjoying the opportunity to be in such a great event and just gonna enjoy the film for sure. I don't think they serve popcorn though in this kind of things, and I love popcorn.
Okay, listen, I'm just looking through the crowd here. I'm just pausing because I'm hoping someone rather special can join us. Before he does come, I don't know, the constructors, good target for Ferrari, last few races. You've got to have your minds on that, the pair of you.
I think it's our target. You can say it's more or less difficult target given the position we're in this year, but it's an optimistic, ambitious target. But you know, I think you need to have ambitious targets, and that's definitely one of them.
Hey boys.
Oh,
hey boys.
Hello.
Hey boys, careful. What were you saying about me?
The star of the
Here's the
show.
real gladiator. Here's the real gladiator.
It's the main man himself, is Paul Mescal. Great to see you, Paul. But listen, I was talking to the two guys about the time you had together in Austin. I mean, how valuable was that to you? And did you at all use sport to get in the mindset of a gladiator in the build up to this?
Yeah, I played a lot of Gaelic football growing up, but also like to be in the paddock for Austin, like I hope I surprised the boys with a little bit of my knowledge for it. I was asking them hopefully nerdy questions. Yeah. But yeah, like I in any context with any sport, I love to kind of get a peek behind the curtain, and these two are some of the best in the game. So yeah, it was pretty special.
You are a proper follower of F1. How up to date are you? I mean,
oh, right up to date. Right up to date.
I remember you guys had to interrupt us because we had so many free questions to ask each other.
I was asking them for their setups for a start, and they wouldn't tell me. Yeah.
We were asking how many people you have in such a big production, such a big film. Like we were having all of this conversation, and you guys kept interrupting us to film.
Yeah. Very rudely.
I was just thinking, though, I mean, this is a big moment in your career. Of course, it says on some scale, a film like this. I was trying to think, is it a bit like going to Ferrari and trying to emulate Michael Schumacher? You following on from, you know, Russell Crowe's incredible performance 24 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably a question for the guys. I don't think you ever really think about the past or the future. You can only focus on your own legacy and the lane that you want to carve out for yourself. So of course people outside think about that, but I'm worried about my own plot of land. Yeah.
And Ferrari fans, or what's your F1 interest? Is it across the board? Are you always?
It's across the board, but I'm with the two boys, so we're Team Scuderia. I'm going to be there at in Las Vegas, so I'm incredibly excited for that race.
Just finally then. The gladiator mentality, I guess it will give you an extra maybe percentage or two heading to Las Vegas, but some show this film, and it is a favourite for sportsmen. That's the other thing, this franchise. So many sports people have been inspired by the first movie, and I guess hopefully this one too.
Fingers crossed. Like, I think I'm a sports person as well as I still can't shake that part of my brain, and I think if you're a fan of sport, I think it's a good film for you. I think.
Strength and honor.
Strength and honor.
Exactly.
Strength and honor.
Exactly.
Are you not entertained? That's I've got to say that.
I will leave you to do that.
God bless you. Lovely to talk to you. Have a great night. Charles, all the best. Yeah. He's well, there they go. That was a nice that we waited and managed to get a quick word with Paul Mescal, star of the film, and I'll leave you with images of them here in Leicester Square. Lovely pictures, these.